From the Jura Mountains, Switzerland, welcome to the GCN Show.
Welcome to the GCN Show.
Coming up this week, the death of Sportives. Are Sportives a waste of money?
Plus,
some have taken to Strava to express their views by flagging Tade's rides.
She will retire at the end of the year.
I actually cannot wait.
Now, we have 3 very lucky winners.
She'll be attempting the 18,000 miles around the world and aiming to complete it in 110 days, because that just looks risky.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie, if I had a stick between my legs and something happened...
Sportives have been the mainstay for many cyclists to test themselves and push their limits, allowing you to have a goal or a challenge to work towards.
Yeah, but now technology in route navigation and training platforms like Strava, which track our rides and allow us to race others on segments without trying to weave through the hundreds of riders, raise the question.
Are Sportives a waste of money? Can you have the same experience for free?
Yeah, to figure this out, there is only one way to do it, in my mind. We've got to look at the pros and cons.
Right, should we start with the pros?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, the route is all signposted. You know where you're going, you're not going to get lost.
Yeah, also, you're adventuring into new areas.
Yeah, true. Places you might not ride before.
Exactly.
They also have a feed station, so it's maybe a bit of free food. You know, you can fuel up. You don't have to, run into a cafe or a shop. They have setups on the side of the road. Fill your water bottles up, get a banana, get an energy gel, off you go.
I have to say, on this though, there's sometimes some amazing feed stations, and then there's sometimes
So
you
good.
get half a banana and maybe, a slice of orange.
When I was in Steamboat, they had pickles, they had M&Ms, they had oranges. And also at that feed station, because it was really hot, they had a bucket of water with a sponge, and then they were putting it on your head to cool you down. Anyway,
so it is
off
a
topic.
bit hit and miss, isn't it?
Yeah. I think also doing a Sportives allowed you to ride in new areas or routes that you've probably never been on before.
Yeah. Also, ride with people that you're not used to riding with. If you're not part of a club, you get to ride with a big peloton.
Like-minded people, yeah. And I think just having a goal of, entering a Sportive, you're accountable, you're going to do it, it's a great thing to work towards.
Yeah, accountability is pretty high up there. Also, Sportives sometimes give you the option to ride on closed roads, which is quite a unique experience.
Yeah, it is. And I think just the whole atmosphere of the Sportive, I know it's not a race, but, being on the start line, getting ready to go, you're a little bit nervous, you're excited. Yeah, it's a great atmosphere to be in. And then when you finish and you're like, wow, I just achieved this thing.
It's a proper event,
Yeah,
isn't
it is, yeah.
There's also the option of some sort of Sportives when they have guest riders or sometimes superstars. I know I was able to ride with George Hincapie.
I thought you were going to say you were the the star
I
guest.
Sometimes.
I was part of a Sportive and I'm
the superstar. No, not the case at all. It was George Hincapie that eclipsed me.
Was that good?
And Ollie, which was amazing. And so to have that experience as well was really cool. But the question is, what are the cons?
I guess a big one for a lot of people could be the expense. You have to pay to enter. It can be quite expensive sometimes, depending on what one you do and how big it is.
I do think that's a big one for many.
Yeah.
Some do cost quite a lot. You've got to get there. You've got to have your hotel.
Yeah.
You've got to get, the add-ons like the jersey and this, that, and the other. And cost can put people off.
And it's like you're not. Most of the time, you're just riding on roads that you'd be able to ride on anyway.
Yeah.
So, why am I paying? I guess it's a lot like doing a marathon. Like, you could go and do a marathon, but one, it would probably be a lot harder on your own. And two, there is something special about being a part of, a bigger thing.
Yeah. Another one is that now we have, Wahoo navigation systems that we use and others out there which allow you to have turn-by-turn directions on your head unit. So you don't necessarily... you can upload the route and follow it. When we didn't have all that navigation, that technology, you kind of had to only ride the roads you knew.
Yeah, true, yeah.
But now we can ride different places.
Back in the day.
I know, back in the day. So I think that's a big one because, Sportives were great because when they signposted the routes, you didn't have to think about the route.
Yeah, true.
And you could just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess another one is we talk about, riding with all these different people.
Yeah.
Big event. when you're actually out there, you just end up riding in quite a small group. You find your little group for the day and you just ride with them.
It's true. It gets whittled down,
It does,
and then
yeah.
you're kind of stuck with. Well, you're riding with people at
You're
a
stuck with-
similar ability. I guess there's another one on that. On the other, on the flip side, is that you could start off. There could be just thousands of people on the road, and if you did
Yeah.
want to go fast,
You can't get past.
you can't get past, and there's
Yeah.
bottlenecks, or if you're on not a closed road
You have to be careful,
sportive,
yeah.
you've got a massive backup of traffic, and it could get a bit hairy.
Yeah. And I guess in Sportives, you get a lot of people who maybe aren't used to riding in groups of people, aren't used to following wheels. So
Yeah.
sometimes accidents can happen, but thankfully they're not very common.
No. So I guess there is two sides to the coin.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? And you have to take the pros and cons of each. The question is, what do you enjoy? Would you like a more solo adventure on your terms, or do you love the atmosphere that a sportive event provides? Do let us know in the comment section below. There's also a middle ground, though, isn't there?
Yes, there is. And one of those middle grounds might be a reliability ride.
Yeah.
These are often put on by organised by charities or cycling clubs, and you meet at a location and you're given a route card detailing the course, and you usually have various checkpoints where you get that card stamped. This is essentially a much more stripped back version of a sportive, and it can often be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's more like testing your navigation, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have to work out for yourself. You can ride in a much smaller group or on your own, and there's often some feed stations, but not that many. It's another good option.
You're still getting the sportive vibe, but
Yeah.
not fully.
Yeah, exactly. But also, recently, actually, Sai and Danny went on a rather different look on a sportive, where they took on the Rebound, an event born out the famous Unbound gravel race. This is essentially a DIY gravel event. You choose the distance you ride, the people you ride with, but you don't choose the time, and it is a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
It could be a lot more fun. And is it the future of sportives?
It's a great question, Hank. I guess my experience of sportive was the very first cycling event I did. So before I was just riding, and I entered my local sportive, and I feel like it gave me a taste of what racing would be.
Yeah.
So, riding in a big event, and I absolutely loved it. I know it's not a race, but they can get competitive.
Yeah,
And I
very.
think that's what I liked about it. You knew what the distance was. I went on roads that I wouldn't normally do. I did a distance I wouldn't normally do, so a lot longer. And yeah, it was just an all-round really good experience that I really enjoyed.
And I guess you treasured it so much that then you took that and then went into the high pressure environment.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
the
Yeah,
race.
it did give me a taste of what racing might be like. It is totally different, but a sportive was my very, very first taste of any mass participant event. Yeah, have you done many?
I haven't done that many, but I would also say the ones I have done, I have absolutely loved. The biggest thing for me is the accountability. I find it so easy to cancel if the weather's bad or I'm not feeling 100%, and I just planned a big epic. And as well, I feel like if I wasn't having that date in the diary, I feel like I could get sucked into something else, like, someone wants something from me, or or I have to go out and do something or other. So
Yeah.
I just think having that date, paying the money, having the accountability
definitely.
makes me do it.
Yeah, 100%. But that's only our opinion.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you. Have you done many sportives? Do you feel like they are worth the money? Or would you prefer to have a totally different approach and do something like Rebound and do it yourself?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section.
And now it's time for cycling shorts.
On to cycling shorts now, and I think it's only right that we kick it off with a few comments on the finish of the first Grand Tour of the year. Yes, it's the Giro d'Italia. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you would have seen that Tadej Pogačar grabbed the race with both hands and absolutely ran with that, winning 6 stages, and get this, 5 of them were in the pink jersey.
Oh, he also managed to complete the race with a winning margin of 9 minutes
Yeah.
and 56 seconds over Daniel Martinez, making that the biggest winning history in margin since 1965.
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable show of strength and talent, and I have to say, I absolutely loved watching it. Even though he had the grip of the race pretty early on.
No, he really did. And over on the GCN Racing channel, Dan has gone into loads of detail on the stats of the race. So make sure you head over there to hear some of the mind-blowing stats Tadej managed to tot up. Now, some have taken to Strava to express their views by flagging Tadej's rides. Now, this article on our website really grabbed my attention. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love it when pros upload their races and their activities to Strava, because it really gives us a perspective on how bloody insane and impressive these performances are. And it gives us cycling fans another perspective on the race. You know, it gives us the detail and it gives us the data, which for us fans, we love delving into.
And not that many pros do it, do they?
No.
They hide all their training.
Yeah.
But some don't have the same view, and we have seen that some of Tadej's rides have been flagged. And he replied, "Who? TH flagged me."
No, TF. Who?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flagged me.
Yeah.
Apparently this has happened a few times, and so when uploading his data from stage 17, he hit back and said, "Haters gonna flag." Now, in my mind, the pros should be encouraged to upload their rides more and not be put off. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
But I mean, he is quite fast.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, and now Strava are actually having they have a new feature, a new AI feature that automatically flags rides if they think they're a bit too good.
What are you saying? This is automatically flagged by Strava?
Well, I don't know. It could have been, but some people, the haters might be flagging. You don't know.
No, I've got to say, I'm just, like I've said earlier, I just love it when the pros upload. I generally do, because I find it another aspect of the race.
It's just
that
another
I
level.
didn't see.
Yeah.
Like I just like the data.
Yeah.
Anyway, if the Giro hasn't already whet your appetite for the Tour de France to start end of next month, then I'm sure Netflix's release of Unchained Season 2's trailer will do just that. The drama, the crashes, the suspense is all wrapped up in the 2-minute trailer, and I'm sure many of you will be tuning in June the 11th. I actually cannot wait.
You love a good Netflix
I
series,
love a good
don't you?
Netflix series to get stuck into, especially when it's around the Tour.
Yeah. So in more racing news now, we have the reigning XC world champion Pauline Ferrand-Prevot said that she will retire from mountain biking at the end of the year. So she's 32 and she's going to make a return back to road racing.
Wow.
And she's going to be, in the Women's World Tour, and she wants to ride the Tour de France avec Zwift next season. And I am super excited for her return to racing, because she used to race on the road, she's world champion, she's great, then she moved to do mountain biking, now she's coming back. I think it's really going to mix things up. It's going to be great.
I wonder how she's going to get on.
Pretty
When she focuses on the road. Anyway, one to look out for. Now, away from racing, there are so many unbelievable performances coming out of the cycling community. And I think most of us, when told age is just a number, shrug the comment off. But when stories like this get published, it really does make you think.
Yeah, check this out. Anne Jones from Lewisham, London, managed to complete one of the Tour de France's most iconic and toughest climbs, Mont Ventoux, at the age of 82.
Wow.
I mean, that is utterly mind-blowing. Not only did Anne complete the 20.8 kilometre long, 1,594 high climb, she also managed to do it within 6 hours and raised, get this, a whopping £14,000 in the process for Gaza Aid. We here at GCN want to say a big well done to Anne. That is incredible.
Yeah, congratulations. Like, unbelievable just to complete the climb, let alone raise money in the process. We will finish cycling shorts with a new Guinness World Record attempt for the fastest circumnavigation of the globe on a bicycle. Professional ultra cyclist Leigh Wilcox has set off on her longest bike ride ever. She will be attempting the 18,000 miles around the world and aiming to complete it in 110 days.
That is pretty rapid. She also is famously known for not wearing padded cycling shorts. So I'm assuming
That's going to be a world record in itself.
she's doing it without cycling shorts, which, is another level.
Ouch. I don't know if I could ride to work without cycling shorts.
Well, have you ever actually tried it?
No.
I'm intrigued now. Are we missing a trick? Maybe we should ditch the cycling shorts. Not the cycling shorts of GCN. Get it. Anyway, you can actually track Leia as well on her ride. So we will leave a link down in the description. Where is she currently? She is She's not far from Newark.
And we wish you all the very best. I'm sure she's, in a tent or, in the camper van, just check it up on GCN Show.
I don't think she's got a camper van. I think she's just
solo.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think she thrives off things like this, and she's probably in her element.
Yeah. Oh gosh, rather her than me.
Yeah. Oh, you love that stuff as well.
Actually.
It is now time to announce our Pirelli Competition winners.
Yeah.
Now, we have 3 very lucky winners, which we will announce, that will win the new tyres. Could we have a drum roll, please, Hank? The first winner is Sean Sleep.
Well done, Sean.
The second winner is Andrea Piana. And the third winner is Andrea Belli.
Yeah, many congratulations. We'll be getting those tyres winging their way all the way to you. On other news, Shimano's new GRX Di2 has launched. And Si just last week did an amazing video on it that goes into all its detail, how to use it, and everything in between. So make sure you go check that out. And I've got to say, there's also a bike that comes with Shimano's new GRX.
Yeah, the Orbea Terra does as well. And did you know that Si will be using the new Shimano GRX Di2 at the gravel qualifying World Champs to see if he can qualify for the actual World Championships?
Do you reckon he's going to qualify?
I think of course he will.
Yeah.
He's
he's good.
Yeah,
he does little to no training.
He does loads of training.
He's a secret trainer, isn't he?
Yeah, he does loads.
Right, it's now time for /Bodge of the week. You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Because I think this could be the best hack or bodge ever seen on GCN. You heard it here first. Right, kicking it off is Lorenz Parnelli. Life support for integrated bicycle. My new bike on the left, it's wonderful. It has every tech, lights, radar, computer, electronic shifting and top tube mounted portable speaker. After riding, I hang it up and put it on life support along with my integrated watch, which also plays the role of media server. On the right, my 1975 Itoa 10 speed. Oh, so this...
It's charging everything.
Yeah.
That is such a hack, because every time I charge my bike, I have to take it off the rack and put it on the side.
Well,
and
or like
in.
put it by the kitchen table.
Yeah, exactly.
Or in the kitchen, because that's what I do when I'm charging my Di2. But I think
that's a hack for me.
I think it is a hack. I mean, it just shows that now it's just weird how now we have to have an electric outlet right by our bike, because our bike also does need to be charged,
especially
even
if
you're
you have
not
an
on an
e-bike.
e-bike.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a hack. What have we got up next?
Next one is in from Rusty 1809, 30 kilometres with a broken seat post. On my last gravel ride, my trusty AliExpress carbon seat post fell apart with 30 kilometres left to ride. I managed to find a stick that fitted inside the seat post, but found that a bit wobbly after the first couple of kilometres. I added another one with the strap from my frame bag and a cable tie lock between the saddle and the frame, and was able to complete the planned route.
Sorry. Am I seeing this right? The seat post snapped. The clamp snapped. So that
the seat post fell apart.
So a stick was able to secure his body weight.
I mean, that is a big stick.
Right.
I'm not sure what to think.
I'm going to say that's a bodge. I think I've also been. I hate to actually admit this, but I have been where I've lost the clamp bolt. And I've had to do a whole GCN shoot without a clamp bolt.
Did you actually?
So what I did is got loads of electrical tape.
Oh yeah, you did.
And got loads of electrical tape and then wedged it in the seat post.
But the reason you lost it is because we were travelling somewhere and you lost it in the bike bag.
In the bike bag.
In transit.
So I would say that's a bodge. I think my way is slightly better. I hate to say that.
But
because that just looks risky.
Right. Yeah,
I'm not going to lie. If I had a stick between my legs and something happened, it's not worth thinking about. Bodge from me.
I mean, he managed to do the ride, so it's a hack.
No, it's not, because you're not going to keep it.
Of course you're not going to keep it.
Well,
You
exactly.
didn't keep your electrical tape. Well, you might have done.
But that is a bodge. It got you through.
Okay.
All right, anyway.
We'll agree to disagree.
We'll agree to disagree later. I'll say in the conversation below. Next one, we got one from Tracy, banana holder. Can't believe Sai and Connor suggested someone make a 3D printed banana holder. My husband designs bikes, beautiful TI bikes, so it was a bit of a surprise to see his latest design.
No way.
He swears that it is likely to save as many as what's Aero socks. I don't think this is funding our retirement.
You never know. You never know. These banana holders might go viral.
It's amazing, these 3D printed stuff that comes out.
I would never think of doing that, but I mean, I don't like bananas for one, but that is quite cool.
I mean, it is cool.
It is cool, but
the only thing is, like, once you've had your banana, you still got...
you then replace it with another banana, stop at the shop.
Oh, so you just keep,
Just keep a chain of bananas
I'd
going.
rather just have it in my back pocket.
Yeah, I mean, if you can fit a banana, you can fit in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe you're worth putting like...
And then once you've had it, like...
But that's a really fun thing to do. I think that's quite cool.
I do think it's...
It's a hack from me.
Okay.
It's a hack from me
It's a hack from me. It's a hack from me too.
Next up, we have one in from Bo Tanker.
Yeah.
Frame rebadge. Decided to build a new bike from old takeoff parts, but needed a frame to hang it all on. Best one I could find was not my favourite brand, so I decided to rebadge to something more of my liking.
This is brilliant, isn't it? Taking inspiration from the GCN Show, the hack and bodge on the side of the frame. It's utterly genius.
That
But is it a
pretty
hack
cool.
or is it a bodge?
Wow, it's in...
Which way you're looking at it?
Depends what way you're looking
Yeah.
at it.
It's a hack
pretty
from me.
cool.
Tell you
That's a
that.
hack from me too.
Yeah.
And that was the last one.
I know.
That was a good one to end on.
So there were majority hacks, is that what we're saying?
Yeah, I think you're the only one to bodge one.
Yeah, true. Now, if you haven't, or you've seen a hack bodge, or you've got one on your bike, then make sure you send them in because we absolutely love. It is a lovely and mainstay of the show, and it needs to stick around. What are you saying, Manon? She's laughing at me. It's a lovely bit of the show.
Can't say it's a lovely bit
Why?
of the show. It's now time for Caption Competition, and this is your part of the show where you get your chance to win a coveted GCN water bottle, and that's all you have to do is leave a funny, witty, hilarious caption under a picture we give you, which is easier said than done, because
I find it really difficult.
not everybody can be funny, can they?
No. I can't be that funny if I'm honest.
No.
But I'll give it a good go at it.
No, I know you will.
Yeah.
You're a tryer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, we had this picture from last week of Tadej Pogačar.
All in pink. It feels like a Giro
Can
theme.
you not?
It's a Giro themed GCN.
Cut over
show.
me.
Sorry, carry on.
Right, last week we had this picture of Tadej Pogačar.
It's a Giro themed GCN show, isn't it?
It is very Giro themed. In his all pink outfit.
Love it.
With some fans running behind him, which is very cool.
Some
And-
fans. We got a topless fan with the
Yeah, we have
Slovakian
got-
flag. That's what's going on.
Yeah. do you want to announce the winner?
The winner is Tibby's dad. And the caption is this: Tadej! You forgot the sausage check.
Apparently, Sai and Connor were talking about sausage checks in the show last week.
Oh, is that where it's from?
That's where the inspiration.
I did actually know that,
is.
but I didn't feel like we needed to bring it into this week's show. But there we have it.
Anyway, moving on very swiftly.
Yeah, that
This
was-
week, we have another picture of Tadej Pogačar, obviously congratulating his teammates on an epic, successful Giro d'Italia.
Yeah. Okay, it's kind of a throwback with all the UAE team in T-Mobile kit, isn't it?
It does
Takes
give
us
that
right
vibe.
back. It
Yeah,
really
yeah.
does. But do you have a caption for this picture?
I don't. I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this as well. But I'll give it a good go. All right, Tadej's going, let's all do the Pogačar. Let's all do the Pogačar in the theme of the conga.
So he's-
getting the
he's
team
round-
rallying
he's
round.
rounding them up, and I can actually picture
Let's all
them
do the Pogačar. Let's all do the Poggy. Anyway.
Yeah. Good
Terrible.
try. Anyway,
Terrible. See, I told you it was hard to be funny.
we will leave it to you all. Put your best caption in the comment section, and we'll pick a winner next week.
Now, over the last week in the channel, we have given you a whole host of different videos, and you guys have been loving it by sharing all your comments and getting into the
involved
groove,
in the
getting involved
comment
in the comment
section.
section below.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd pick out some of the very best. We got one each, which was on the video, why is cycling making people so angry, on last week's GCN show. Richard Middleton said, people are angry in general these days. Cyclists are just an easy target.
That is true. I feel like it
is
doesn't
true.
take much to anger people up.
No.
Which is quite sad. I
Darryl
don't
Stark
like angry people.
said, motorists, cyclists shouldn't be on the road. Also, motorists, stop spending money on cycling infrastructure that gets cyclists off the road.
Also true. We also had more comments under why you should care about your average speed cycling. And
Easton Brown.
Easton Brown said, my speed has always been very average.
Brilliant.
Like my...
Ba-bum-bum-ch. Zone 2 is overrated, says Norwegian Supercoach. Under that video, Mr. Farmer Geek said, key take home from both coaches, consistency is king. And I would 100% agree.
Not Unbound Rebound. The Power Max 01 said, what a hilarious video. Danny needs to be a reoccurring guest on the channel.
She is
does.
awesome.
We also have another video with Danny where it was amateur versus pro versus beginner gravel female edition.
Yeah.
She's also on that video, so go check that
She's
one
just
out.
such a good laugh.
She is.
Absolutely
She's
great
hilarious.
character. Songo yesterday said, being chased by cows, that's a new one I have not seen on GCN. Cows is kind of a reoccurring thing on GCN because
Sai.
Sai is just so terrified of them.
They're chasing you, buddy.
Oh my God. Anyway, under the 100 pros versus 5,000 amateurs, we have a comment, Mr. Aero with the worst pinned on number in history.
I know, I did actually start to worry when I was watching the video because I can see Ollie looking at that video absolutely fuming with steam coming out of his ears because his number literally was grabbing all the air like a parachute, and he would have absolutely hated that.
All that aero gains just gone out the window.
I know, there was no point wearing his aero socks.
No.
Or a skin suit for that matter.
Yeah. Anyway.
There you have it.
Right.
Anyway, what's coming up this week, Manon?
Well, on Wednesday we have a bicarbonate soda video with Connor where he experiments with it. On Thursday we have how to ride your first 50 kilometres, and on Friday we have which one is the gravel bike.
Yeah, this is where I took on Blake in that video.
Yeah.
Saturday, can Sai qualify for the Gravel Worlds? Well, I cannot wait to show you
it's
that
gonna be a good one.
And Sunday, visit to the Humango AI Lab. So this is where Alex and Ollie went off to Humango, which is another absolute must-see.
Yeah. Well, what an incredible show. It's been
I
an
know,
absolute pleasure.
I've actually never really done the GCN show with you.
It's been a long time.
Because it's normally Dan and Sai's like mainstay, but I've loved it, and I hope you guys have too. Make sure as well, before we forget, that you head over to the GCN shop because we've got a whole load of different GCN merch, and I think you could be in time to get some more pink-inspired hoodies, t-shirts, you name it, we've got it. And don't forget, get involved in the Caption Competition because you definitely want one of these, and we'll see you in the next show. Take care.